Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we will learn how to use TuckBoss 2.0 in the best way so that you can become profitable. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the point. Before we begin, I would really like to make a warning. Trading involves a high risk and can lead to the total loss of your capital. You must be aware of this. So, I advise you not to trade with capital that you cannot afford to lose. You must be aware and have a complete understanding of all the risks associated with the market and trading. Why did I make this warning? It's not to scare you from the start, but so that you can become aware. Because I have trained over 8,000 students, I have seen many people who really rush in and do anything, always end up crying. That's why I want to awaken your awareness. So if you follow what I said, if you do exactly what I said, I know you will become profitable. You will not have losses and all. But if you do as you wish, take risks as you want, do things as you want, then you will only have your eyes to cry. So before we start, before I explain how to install and use TuckBoss, I would first like us to talk about lot size, minimum capital, and the number of positions you will take. First, you need to take the formula for the lot. As you can see, we take the capital and divide it by 1,000. What this will give is the number of lots. For example, our capital is $300. We will take 300 divided by 1,000, which equals 0.30. This means we will use a lot of 0.30. Not more, maybe less if you want, but 0.30 per position. That is to say, and that means if you have, for example, a lot of $500, the OED is 0.50 per position. Do not go beyond that. This implies that the minimum amount to invest in step index for TuckBoss is 100. So, if you have less than 100 there, you are taking more risks. I do not advise you. Certainly, of course, I have seen many people with capitals of less than 100, 50, 40, 30 raise their accounts to 1,000, 5,000, 6,000. I have seen but less. As a coach, I tell you, to use TuckBoss, the minimum money to put in is $100 like that. Why? Because when we take $100, we divide by 1,000, it gives us 0.10. 0.10 is the minimum lot of the steps index. So there is no lot below 0.10. This implies that the minimum capital is $100. And on each position, we will have one position per signal. Here, I insist because there are people who will put 0.10. They will tell me, Coach, I used 0.10. But I burned an account. They actually used a lot of 0.10, but they opened 5, 6 positions on a single signal. So a signal comes out. We open one position. We wait for it to close, and then we will open another one by one. All right, and now we will outline our trading plan. Before we start trading, we need to know how much we want to earn. We must apply unwavering discipline. With TuckBoss 2.0, with a capital of $100 or more, aim for between 2 to 20 per day. Already, one position is equal to 1. So if you have an account of $1,000, the lot you will use is maybe 1 pulsar. Already, a position that we will open with a take profit of 10 pips will give us $10, so 1%. Well, if you have $100, that will give you $1, 1% of your capital. Well, aim for between 2 to 20% per day, no more. If you aim for 2%, it means you will only need 2 positions. If you want to go up to 20%, it implies that you need to have 20 positions, one by one. When I say 20 positions, it's not 20 at the same time. No, one closing, one closing, one closing. Well, I personally aim for about 3% per day, no more. Or if aiming per day is difficult because there are other days you may be busy doing something else, like work or personal matters, you can aim for a weekly target as you see here. It can be between approximately 10 to 50% a week. So if you have an account of 100, you say, well, I will make 100 per week, which amounts to 400 a month. Or you say, I will make 50 a week. If you have 52,000, I made 500 a week. But 50 per week is really a lot. If you are at the beginning, you are a beginner, I would advise you to really aim for a lower percentage per day. Don't rush. There, I really ask you, I know what I'm talking about. That's where they want to get rich the same night. I want to break your dreams there. Certainly, it's your money. You do what you want. You can take risks as you wish. You can make 100% per day if you want. I can't dictate something to you, but if it goes wrong, you'll only have yourself to cry to. I have advised people to take it slow so that we can grow our capital little by little and become profitable in the long term. Because there's no point in wanting to take a $50 account and grow it to $2,000 in one day and then lose it all the next day. So you will even lose your initial capital, which is not interesting. But if we take it slow, I would even prefer to have a person who invested $100, earning $2 a day for even 4 months, 5 months. I prefer that person to someone who takes $100 and turns it into $400 in the same days. They won't impress me. The person who will impress me more is that disciplined person who invested $100, withdraws or earns $2 a day for 6 months. I prefer someone like that to someone who puts on a show. So that's it. Before we can start, you have the opportunity to go further. That is to say, I offer personalized coaching for people who want to go further. There, you will learn the swing strategy. To make 100 pips per trade, you will learn crisis management because in trading, there are situations. Maybe you opened a position by mistake. You opened a position, you followed the rules, but things turned around without warning. How to get out in moments like that when you find yourself in a terrible situation. Now, to manage the crisis, to recover a loss, to do this, that, we learn it in personalized coaching. And you will learn how to never blow an account again. You will learn how to be profitable in the long term. And in the end, I will show you how to live from trading. This will be, if you want to go further, subscribe for personalized coaching. Because personalized coaching is until you are profitable. So contact the trader. I have put all the links at the bottom of this video to contact me on Instagram, on Telegram, and everywhere. So let's go. Here we have our MT5 account. How to install it? We will start first with the installation of the indicator, and then I will show you how to use it. But before trading TekaBoss, you need to be a bit advanced, meaning you already know what MetaTrader 5 is, what buy means, what sell means. I won't explain this for those who already know how to trade. This part of the training is for you. If you know absolutely nothing about trading, I would advise you to go learn the basics. I have a completely free training. Just ask me and I will give it to you. There, you will learn everything about how to use MetaTrader 5, how to open an account, how it works. You need to learn that first before diving into this part. And for those who have already traded, let's go TekaBoss. I will send you on Telegram. I would advise you to install Telegram on your PC. You type on Google download Telegram for PC. You download it and you will have your Telegram like that. You will scan your Telegram so that you can synchronize. You will have the files like this, how to install. You come, you click on the right, you select Save As or Save Under. You look for the place to save. For example, I put it in Documents. I'm going to get the document. I click there. TKBoss is present like this. Do not double click. You can right click and look for Extract All. Or if you have installed WinRAR, it will be Extract Files or Extract Here. It's the same thing. I click on Extract to extract the compressed folder. There is TKBoss. I open it. To install, it's very simple. You just need to double click. It is there. it has been installed, I also come here. Double click. Oh, it has been installed. But for people who have multiple MetaTrader 5 on their computer, it is likely that it may open on another MetaTrader that you do not want, or other people will not have to. Files like that, or score and double click, there is nothing. I will teach you how to install manually, or for people who have a Mac, you just need to go to File, open the folder. You go to MKL5. You go to Indicator. You will copy. You enter the file. You copy TickBoss, copy, and then you come and paste them here. So much that we had already installed. He is here. We enter, and always we enter MKL5. We go to Expert. Expert, we will take the files here. TK, buy and sell and close. We come to paste them here. Once you have done that, you can close, you come back, you refresh. If you refresh, you have TK, TickBoss. It is there, and TK, buy and sell as expert advisor. Before putting the chart, we have a setup to do. You go to Tools Options, Expert Advisors. What are you going to do? You will allow algorithmic trading. Disable this. And then you come to allow DLL imports. This is very important to enable the filters. As long as you skip this step, there's no way to see the filters. And it's better to set up the signals on your phone. I go to notifications. I click here to enable push notifications. I need to enter my MetaCode ID. To enter your MetaCode ID, it's very simple. Log into MetaTrader 5 on your phone. It can be Android or iPhone. When you log in on iPhone, you go to Settings. In Settings, you will see Chat and Messages. When you click on Chat and Messages, at the bottom, you will have the ID code. You put that here. For those who have Android, I believe you go directly to Messages. I don't use Android, but I think you go to Messages and you will see something like that. It will be a number. For me, it's 1, 2, 3. Once you have set this up, you can click on Test. And you will receive a notification on your phone once you have succeeded. The notification shows that it worked. And then you can click on OK. Everything is ready to receive our indicator. I am looking for step index here. I right-click and open the chart window. Before adding a step index, I want to configure the charts to my liking. I right-click, go to Properties, and Show First. I will disable Show Grays, Show Ticks. I disable that. I go to color, I set color white like this. I prefer blue, the red, blue. And red you set as you want. This part is not really important, so I will stop here. I have everything good, and to install, I click on TK Buy, Sell, and Close. I double click. It's there. I go to Input, Data to configure the lot and the lot size. It's there, as I said, you take your capital divided by 1,000. For now, missing words, the capital is at 10. Was 0. If I put 10,000 divided by 10, it gives us 10. So my lot will be 10 relative to my capital. Then set the take profit to 10. Click OK. So it's there. We will open our POSI. Tions here. Buy to buy, sell to sell. If the button doesn't work, you need to check here. Trading algo must be activated. So to install TKBoss, I double click as well. It's there. I go to data. Try to enlarge a bit like this. I will change a small parameter here on trend filter. Double click. It will be set to false. I clicked OK. And there we have TKBoss installed and ready for use. Well, I will try to enlarge my screen a bit. I really like having a very large chart. I will double click here to make it disappear. It's almost useless. To make it appear, you double click here as well. So, well, it's there. We have our filters well installed. We have entry arrows. We have the trend. I will explain quickly. To explain to you, we need to have the time frames. The time frames are the time dignities. To activate them, just come here. I right click. I come to activate the period. So here you will see we have HA, M30, M15, M5, and so on. Now, how to trade the TKB and be profitable is extremely simple. We start on M5. We look at the last filter. The last filter is red, meaning the sell filter. I take my reference. I put my reference at the beginning, meaning the red filter started here. And then to make my entry, I go to M1. From M1, I see, for example, the reference was here. So all the red arrows, we will enter. So we will enter here. 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 So, as the what? The blue starts to blink. The blue ball here starts to blink. This shows us that we are facing a support here. What am I going to do? I will mark my reference point here, meaning I need to pay attention here. It is likely that prices could rise, that the blue filters could rise, and from here, I will not sell. Why? Because it is likely that the blue filter could appear. To enter, the filter must be identical to M5. If M5 is red here, M1 must also be red. So that's why all these signals have been profitable. Here, from where I marked, it is likely that prices could come back because we have seen the filters before your eyes. If it breaks, for example, as I am seeing, it's as if it is about to break. If we need to take back some salt apples, that means the price must break like this. He will try to come back a bit. If he gives a signal below this line, then I can continue to take my positions. On the contrary, if there is a blue on M1 and red on M5, then I definitely will not enter. While waiting to see the rest of these charts, we will look a bit elsewhere. I give the example. If we were in this situation, here it was blue. I will take my reference point. I will mark July 9th at 0:50. I will go to M1. And you will see on M1, for example, on July 9th at 00. Okay. It started here. This is how the strategy is extremely profitable. Here we are going to take a lot of profit, on profit, so much that we take pips, we do scalping, profit, we take profit here, we take a little drawdown profit, and when red appears, we stop taking. When it's red, here, we leave. I took a look. For example, I waited, I marked the reference point. Again here, this red starts. I go to M5. On M5, the last filter is still blue, which means I will not take anything anymore. Why? Because here it's blue. On M5, it's red, and that's serious. No, on M5, it's red. We must have identical filters, so much so that on M5, it's blue. I just have to take it when it turns blue. All these lows here, I'm not going to take. You see, all of them, I'm not taking. And strangely, boo, it turns blue. The filter turns blue again. I take the lows here. Even if I take it here, it has a little drawdown, but it will be okay. If I entered here, as I said, one position per signal, I take it, I have a little drawdown. There's a signal coming out here. I'm not going to take it. There is a second signal that will come out. I'm not going to take it because I have a position. I must first close this position before taking. I will close this position somewhere here with profile. I take this profit position and the filter comes out. It's already going to blink. And well before it can turn around, I'm not going to take anymore. The buys, the salt here has come out. When the salt comes out, I don't have Wait, I put another marker. I'm not going to look at M5. I look at M5. The filter is still blue, which means I'm not going to take. I enter on M5. He is there. I wait. Here. I will not take this. I will not take it. I will not take it. I wait for the blue. It will appear again. I take positions, and each blue position is 1. Don't worry about the red, because the blue base only takes blue arrows here. You do what is to take profits. The reds appear. I will not take a blue signal. I will not take any red either. Here, really, I am not taking anything, because on M5, it is blue. And here, I take a buy, I take a buy, I take a buy, I take a buy. I see a red appearing. I go to check on M5 if M5 has changed sides. You see, and M5 here, M5 had not changed yet. You see, I am not taking. That's why it's very important. I am not taking the buys here. Imagine if you had taken these buys here, or the buys here that missed. You go to M5, you see that it has already turned red. You start to please the coach, but the red had not appeared yet. No, the red has already started here. All trend changes start on M1. When you see a bullish trend on H4, it started on M1. So M1 is the beginning of everything. When you already see red like this and on M5 it is blue, don't take anymore. Wait. Either you take a look at M5 and you will see that red has also appeared on M5. That way we stop taking the buys, we start taking the sells. I take the sells, 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 I take the sells here, here. And we see it always tends to fall back. From here, when we already see blue like this, we start to be patient. We rest. Don't rush with trading. Go really slow. Be patient. For example, in this case here, there is no entry opportunity. I have nothing more. And I had drawn somewhere here. I see that it has broken. I am waiting for the signal from the one below. What is certain, before the salt can come out, there must be a signal from the buyers that will come out first. If this buyer signal goes very far, no problem. We don't have an open position. If the signal, it may stop here, the buyers, and then there will be a sell, then I could take a sell that is below my line that I had already drawn. And you see in this situation how the price has risen. The prices have risen, we were already outside. Why? As you saw at the beginning of the video, if, for example, you have open positions when the thing starts to blink, if you have open positions, you exit. So if you are in a sell and the blue starts to blink, exit. If you are in a buy and the red starts to blink, exit, close the position and wait. Do not open more like that. It avoids huge losses. Here I had placed my marker. Here is how it rose from here. We will no longer take sells because the blue has already exited here. We go to M5. We go to M5. It is still red. We will no longer take buys or sells. Why? Because there is a contradiction. Over there it is red. Here it is blue. We wait. For example, if it starts to fall again, the red filter appears again. There we can continue to take the sell. But for now we wait. This is how the strategy protects you. You exit well before the signal, well before things can turn against you. Why? Because you saw how the blue ball was flashing well before. The blue ball tells you that no, it is likely that it could go out. It doesn't really confirm. True, true, true. It says it's probable. And you saw its probability. It was from here how it went up. And here, we do not take, I can enter on M5. I will see if the prices might break. If it breaks, the red will disappear. If it breaks, the red will disappear. So we will also set a marker to see that no, here it is dangerous. It is likely that it could go down. So that's how it is. I hope you really understood the strategy very well. It is very simple. For a person who already uses trading, who already has support and resistance, you will see how TK Boss is extremely profitable. You can see in the group incredible results from students who make $1,500 a day. There is even one who made $6,000 in a day. Others who make $50, $100 a day. Really, it changes lives. With your dogs, if you don't manage, it's because you didn't respect the capital I mentioned. You didn't respect the lot I mentioned. You respected nothing. But once you follow exactly what I said, you're not greedy, you're not stingy, you will do well. Because trading is no joke. Trading is not magic. You don't become rich overnight. So, arm yourself with patience. You see, here, I am waiting. Maybe you will open the charts like this. You have 30 minutes. There are no signals. 30 minutes, an hour, no signals. What are you going to do? We wait. If all conditions are met, you enter and make profits. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any concerns, questions, or something is wrong, message me directly on Telegram. I respond more easily on Telegram than on Instagram. But message me in any way. I will do my best to know how to respond. But for those who want to go far, maybe there are situations that were not mentioned in this free training. You can contact me for coaching instead. For personal coaching, it will be me who follows you. We are there step by step until you become profitable. I wish you the best. I wish you profitability with TK Boss. Bye.